What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Duran Duran. Once again, shout out to all the Duran Duran fans out there. Once again, happy Duran Duran Appreciation Day, which I feel like I can begin to appreciate them, as many people have for years and decades. But yeah, we're going back to their Notorious album. This is 1986. I only got this recently, so I'm about halfway through it. But yeah, we're listening to the tune Hold Me, which in terms of a title, there's not much there. It's a bit opaque, but obviously one can be held in different contexts. One can be held in the context of dancing, say, or other physical activity, perhaps lovemaking, but it could just be an emotional situation where one is holding someone to comfort them or to provide a sort of respite from the brutalities of day-to-day or even longer-term life. So yeah, Hold Me, it seems to suggest physical, like tactile encounters, but perhaps, like I said, the holding could be more of an emotional or psychological thing. And, you know, it might not necessarily be sympathetic. It could be, you know, holding someone, preventing them from leaving, like keeping them instead of, you know, letting them find their own way. So there's a number of ways Hold Me could manifest, but I am curious. Now, like I keep saying with the albums from the 80s, it is at least theoretically possible. I may have heard this song, but so far as I've been going through this album, with the exception of the title track, I haven't recognized anything. So once again, I do think that at least in the US in the years that I started to pay attention to music, so I was born in 80, so we're talking like 83, you know, 84 or so, like I said, and by, you know, I've talked about it in other videos, but by then I started to like buy Depeche Mode cassette tapes and so on. But I feel like Rio was just played on the radio during those years, more than their debut album, more than Seven and the Ragged Tiger, which I did just order, by the way. But yeah, my understanding is that was 83, and I certainly don't remember the name of that album by memory, so it's interesting. It just seems like Rio, for some reason, was really sort of like geared toward the U.S. market, and it, you know, set it on fire. Which is funny because, you know, I now know that they remixed several tunes in preparation for, you know, trying to launch it in the U.S. And my God, did it work! But yeah, so I don't think I know this, but it is possible. In any case, let's get to it. This is Duran Duran Hold Me from their 1986 album Notorious. Oh! I love that rapid fire drum intro.
This time, shall we run? Through my head, you understand. Does the body you conceal need the touch of someone's hand?
We are talking tactile touch. I love the singing already on this one. It's like soft, but it's full at the same time. Love that sort of on the horizon echoic synth. Warm guitar. That bass popping. We are talking lovers, right? I mentioned it before, when he plays some notes, his voice just does this like, it's like vocal alchemy. It like reconfigures the molecules. It's like nuclear power in his voice. Trying to track the lyrics, but every once in a while the song's just like, nope, pay attention to me. Lay your shame away? Is that what he said? Show me where your lovers stay, like, let me into that world, let me be part of that. Sometimes I feel like I catch most of a line, but then there'll be like one word where I sort of mishear it and it makes a big difference. So if I'm misinterpreting or mishearing some of these, I apologize. Oh wow. At first I thought it was a cello, but I think keys are involved too. Their music is like so dynamic that sometimes like I'm not sure exactly the source of what I'm hearing. I love the guitar coming back in there with some force. That is what he said. Is that show me all yourself? So yeah, you know, I'd have to hear it some more. As I keep saying, it often takes me a few listens to begin to really appreciate the lyrical themes at play. But it does sound like we're talking about lovers, and it does sound like the narrator is wanting to be part of that world with the person he's talking to. But it also sounds like he's saying, like, you know, you're going to have to sort of put aside your expectations or any sort of shame you might have. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure all of what's going on. But yeah, I do think there's sort of an intimate context at play. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have a clear angle on some of the lines. Let me know if I misheard some of those. You know, I'm getting a little more paranoid about that now. It's like, yeah, I mentioned it, who was I talking to? I think I might have been talking to Izzy. But I was saying, like, one of the reasons that at first, when I started doing reaction videos, I was reacting to techno and then very, like, cautiously some of the punk rock that I've been listening to for 30 years and 40 years, 40 years, not since I was a kid, but like 30 years. Yeah, some of the reasons, or the reason that I was a little uncomfortable reacting to music that I had not heard before is I felt like I'm going to get something wrong. Like, I'm going to mishear a line, I'm going to, like, misinterpret a theme, and, you know, people are going to kind of jump on it and be like, yo, what are you talking about? That's not what they're saying. Which is a testament to the people who have been reacting, or watching these reactions, and sort of supporting and guiding my journey through the catalog, and that even when I have got something wrong, misinterpreted a lyric, or, you know, misstated, like, who was in the band at a given moment, it's always been, like, very supportive and like, oh, actually, you should know, it, you know, this was the lineup, and this is what the line is, and here's what Simon said about it, and so on. So, once again, shout out to all you. But yeah, I was sort of nervous, so I've gotten past that. I feel more comfortable reacting to stuff I haven't heard before now, but every once in a while I still do feel myself like, oh shit, I hope I didn't misinterpret that one. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this song in relation to the rest of the album. I have gotten to a couple tracks that I know people were saying in advance it's like one of their favorite songs, like Skin Trade. I remember people mentioned, obviously the title track Notorious itself. But I am curious as we go through the rest of the album, you know, what ones are going to stand out. I am very much picking up on the flavor that people had mentioned, that hey, this is a really funky sort of release and it has a groove to it and so on. Multiple tracks have sort of had that funky flavor, so shout out to the band for once again just exploring so many different avenues of sound and style. But the next tune we'll listen to on this one is called Vertigo, and then parenthetically Do the Demolition, which, you know, sort of has a sound of like one of those old-timey like dance songs where the song is the name of the dance and it sort of instructs you on how to do it during the course of the song. So we'll have to see if it is in some way a sort of homage or tribute to that kind of song, or whether it runs in a different direction entirely. In any case, I hope you're here for it. Let me know what you think about the album and the song we just listened to. Other than that, have a good day, have a good night. I'll see you next time.